What is happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. A happy Friday to you. Wow, it's been a busy day as we talk Tottenham transfer news. In today's little live, we'll be talking about the big news, the big one, Dominic Solanke to Spurs. We've got the here we go. We're talking about outgoings such as Emerson Royal. We also got the here we go to AC Milan. Chelsea signing Pedro Neto. That deal came out of nowhere and progressed rapidly throughout today. So do stay tuned to the very end. Very keen to get your thoughts, and there's a lot to discuss. But as always, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. It's free to do so, and it helps the channel grow. It'd be massively appreciated. As I said, do get involved throughout today's live, in the comments, because you're very keen to get your thoughts. A lot's happened, so by getting your opinion, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But as I said, a lot to discuss. The main one is Solanke, and we're going to kick it off with that, because we've got the post from Fabrizio Romano that said Dominic Solanke to Tottenham. Here we go. The famous three words, here we go. Deal agreed for 65 million package, add-ons included, record fee for Spurs. Solanke set to travel for medical after contract until June 2030, so a 6-year contract agreed days ago. Exclusive story from last week confirmed. That is from Fabrizio Romano. It's been a really, really busy day. That was the first piece of it. So yeah, just crack straight into it. I just want to go react to that and go, I think that this is what we wanted to hear. We heard Richarlison is going to stay. This is good, because whatever you think of the individuals, we've got 2 players now on the right, 2 on the left, and 2 down the middle. That's depth you want when you want to prioritise Europe as well as the league, or certainly treat it seriously, should I say. Some people say it's not a marquee signing, or some people ask the question, is it a marquee signing? I would say it's not the huge signing, but it's a signing that would transform us and take us from finishing 5th or 6th place inside that top 4 position. So I will consider it a big signing. And I think that, goals wise, I'd be very interested to hear from you guys in the comments below. But I think he'd get 22, 23 goals and maybe, 4 or 5 assists along the way. I think he's in for a good season, scored 19 goals for Bournemouth last season. Everything we've heard from different sources, because we've had different amounts being reported throughout today and throughout the week about what the deal will look like, and had a lot of different things. But one thing that's generally been the same is he's very, very keen to join Tottenham. That is really good to hear. Yeah, obviously it didn't quite work out for him at Liverpool. Joined Bournemouth. It has worked out for him. Really good season last season. If he can get 19 goals in a Bournemouth team, he could be doing a lot better than that in a Spurs team. But what's needed generally in the rest of the window? I feel like this is a massive problem solved. I think that we saw Emerson depart. I think we'll probably see Reguilon depart as well. So potentially left back cover, because I like Ben Davies. I don't think that he can play that left back slot in an Ange Postecoglou system. And you just have to think long term maybe for replacing him. I wouldn't be opposed to Reguilon have a second chance. I think we have to look into that. But yeah, this is great. It's been a great day, Solanke. Obviously, it is a lot. It is our record fee. And some will say maybe Bournemouth pulled our pants down. But one thing Spurs have been criticised for in recent years, and I think rightly so, is not getting deals done and not bringing big players to the club, whether it be Jack Grealish, Bruno Fernandes, Willian, and haggling over that few million, in particular Jack Grealish. That was really, really frustrating. So we just got out there and paid the money, and we've got the player. He's a Tottenham player now. Well, he will be, and that's all that matters. And we'll come back to Solanke. He's a really, really big story. And it's done in time for the Leicester game, which is massive. But I do want to divert quickly to Pedro Neto, because Chelsea, he's going to Chelsea, got the here we go, 60 million euros. And some fans say, have we missed out? I like Pedro Neto, can play left wing, right wing, it makes sense for us. I think that he's softened the blow of this, considering we're about to sign Solanke, so I'm not as disheartened, if you like. I think it's a good signing for Chelsea. I think they've had a difficult window, brought in far too many players. Their joint best player last season, Gallagher, go. I think Neto's a real good addition for them. And it's not a bad price, I don't think, 60 million euros. I thought the Wolves want a little bit more than that. But obviously, it's no good keeping a player if he's not happy there. I don't quite know how it panned out. It's a deal that progressed rapidly throughout today. So it's a shame that we haven't got him. But we've got Son and Werner on the left. I don't think that that's the most scariest options, but we have got a couple of players and depth in that position. And we're not, we're forgetting Solomon as well here, if he'll feature. I don't know how much he'll feature. Also, the other here we got today is Emerson Royal to AC Milan. This is the one we got first before Solanke. Fabrizio Romano posted earlier today that deal in place, total package in excess of 15 million euros for Spurs. I think we've done all right. We overplayed for him at the start. It's another point we made a loss on. I know it's frustrating, but we've got to remember the reported fee when AC Milan and Spurs start negotiating for Emerson was rumoured to be around 5-6 million. So I think we've done all right to get 50 million euros. It's a good move for him, first team football. I think he suit the culture. And I think Emerson was a good utility player. And I think he's really good one-on-one. I don't think he's good going forward. I don't think he's the player we needed to go to the next level. But I want to thank him for his time at Spurs. You'll never forget that moment where that kind of blindfold pass, if you like, the no-look pass, that's what it's called, put the ball out of play. But no, all jokes aside, good one-on-one defender, good utility player for a manager to have, but we need better than that if we want to go to the next level. So wish him all the best at Milan. As I said, I do think it will suit him. Whether Milan start him or not, whether he'd be a utility player for them, I don't quite know. But we hear a lot Milan want to focus and prioritise, should I say, the midfield and attack. And I think that's completely understandable. I want to quickly divert to the comments. Big up a good friend Barney in the chat this evening. Harry. Barney also says Solanke, absolutely brilliant signing for Tottenham. A big statement signing. Great to see Ange be back. It will show for faith for the owner. I think he'll be a big hit. A proven goal scorer. He is a proven goal scorer, and he's better than what we've got. And that's no disrespect to Richarlison, but Richarlison's not going to stay fit over the course of the 38 game season, and that's excluding cup competitions, Europe, which you need to start treating seriously. And I hope that we will. So I think that this is really good, and it's good. I'm happy we kept Richarlison. I said that if a big cut offer comes in from Saudi, Spurs point of view, you want to accept that. But I love Richarlison mentality, his drive. He wants to be here, do well, and achieve his dream, playing the World Cup 2026 for Brazil. So I'm very, very happy with the signing of Solanke. I'm very happy. It's already announced before the Leicester game, extra player to have. But we've gone for a really big squad to a lot smaller, shrunken squad, if you like, to where 22, 23 players. I still expect Reguilon to depart. We'll get onto it. I don't think Lo Celso will be, but who knows? Who knows? It's good stuff. Hope Solanke will do good for us. Great stream, mate. Big up, mate. Thank you very much for joining. I hope he'll do well for us. As I said, I do think he'll be definitely getting over 20 goals this season. He's got a big contract. Obviously, I can't believe he can do it for a long period of time as well. So that is very, very good to hear. Of course, there's an element of risk for it, the price we paid. And he really won a good season with Bournemouth. And the fact we're looking to get back where we belong in the Champions League. And, Solanke, over the years, isn't a name that fans go, wow, that's a world-class player. But I still think that it is a good signing. And now focusing on another outgoing, and that is Sergio Reguilon, because we got, Sky Sports News said today that Barcelona have been making inquiries about Tottenham Hotspur left-back Sergio Reguilon, and are understood to be exploring the conditions of a potential deal with just a year left on his contract at Spurs. So the real question, I suppose, here is, does he deserve another chance at Spurs? I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. I wouldn't be opposed. Whether he can play an Ange Postecoglou system or not is another question. I don't think he's really had an opportunity to prove that, or for us as fans or as Spurs to know whether he can do that. But I did say I don't think Davies can play that inverted fullback role on the left-hand side in an Ange Postecoglou system. I don't see him inverted into midfield. I do see more of a Reguilon doing that. I think he had a good loan spell at Brentford. I think he's still got a lot to learn. Discipline side, defensive side. But I think it's really, really good going forward. So I wouldn't be opposed to it. But I think that so far, if the window closed today with Werner signing on loan, Archie Gray, 40 million from Leeds, and Dominic Solanke around 65 million. In the end, it would be, for me, a 6-7 out of 10 window. I think left-back cover and bringing in someone like Eze and letting go Lo Celso would be fantastic. But realistically, just that left-back cover now. And I think that's a strong window. Of course, it can be better, of course, but I think it's generally a very good window where we've made signed players in very good positions. But Solanke, the latest today, here we go. So this is exciting. Full of twists this week, but it looks like finally now is a Spurs play, offloading Emerson as well. Makes it better. We're spending that money on Solanke when also we're getting that money back, sending Emerson the other way. So, get involved in the comments below as always and give your thoughts on Solanke to Tottenham. There's not many of you tuned in at the moment, but hopefully more of you will watch after. And if you do, I'll be unavailable to obviously bring up your comments, but I will reply afterwards because it'd be very good to see what you said. Last thing I want to touch on is Jed Spence's birthday today. So a possible redemption maybe for him this season. Who knows? I wouldn't be opposed to it. Now Emerson's gone out the window. I think it makes sense. Instead of saying we need to bring in left back and right back cover in, I think that's quite a lot to ask for, unless you get someone like Kyle Walker-Peters who can play both positions. So happy birthday to Jed Spence on behalf of myself and the channel. And hopefully there is a redemption. And I think, you hear from the way Ange speaks and the coaching staff, he's really, really impressed. He's as a massive surprise that he has come in and he's just got on, he's cracked on and done a very, very good job. So it's real credit to Jed Spence. But trying to think, going into Leicester, let's talk about Leicester lineup that we'd all want to see. For me, lineup against Leicester, what I would go with if it was me, I'd go Vicario in goal. I'd go with a Doggy left back, Porro right back, Van der Ven and Romero centre backs, assuming they're all back by then. Midfield, I'd go with Maddison. Also, it's tough. Maddison and Basuma are definitely going to start. I'd like to see Archie Gray in there. I'm going to put him in there. Fans have told me that he might get more minutes than I think he will do, so we'll go with that. And a front three of Solanke, Son and Brennan Johnson. That already sounds a lot better. The next thing we need to do in the next window or two, probably the next window or this window, is find that long-term replacement for Son. Hwang might be that. We're forgetting that. But, good day today for Spurs. I don't mean it nastily with Emerson Royal, but it's a good deal for all parties, and also bringing in Dominic Solanke. The only shame, a little bit of damper, if you like, on it, is that Chelsea have, out of nowhere, out of literally nowhere, struck a deal with Wolves, and here we go, to sign Pedro Neto. So it's just, I think, really, really impressive how quickly that deal has advanced. But Chelsea is a strange club. We've had a strange window with a lot happening. But I think they'll be very happy, very, very happy with this signing. Just looking for Richard Romano. He's got a contract until 2030. So, that's a 6 years. That's a good period of time. We've had obviously different amounts, different initial fees, but all that matters at the end of the day is he is a Spurs player. I put a poll up on the Scarfy Spurs X page to say, or my admin did, should I say, we agreed on this, saying, Spurs fans, how do you feel if Pedro Neto does get his move to Chelsea as expected? We offered options, happy, not bothered or unhappy. And so far, 182 votes, 31% of voters, are happy, that the Pedro Neto's gone to Chelsea. 42%, it's a big amount, aren't even bothered. And only 27% are unhappy. So maybe not such a big thing as I thought. Not such a big thing as I thought. But Chelsea have reached an agreement with Pedro Neto's agent, George Mendes, instantly. One thing I also want to touch on is Ange, when asked about potentially signing Dominic Solanke, he said, I don't think we've been looking to replace Harry Kane. You can't really replace a generational player. Very true. It's fair to say that's an area of the park, the front third, that we're looking to reinforce. I love the honesty. Love the honesty from him. Also, actually, before we do wrap up for today, Destiny Dog is set to make his return tomorrow in our friendly against Bayern Munich, and Ange's also confirmed that Rodrigo Bentancur, Christian Romero and Mickey van der Ven are also in contention to get minutes, but he's also said Richarlison is likely not to feature. He's not quite ready yet, but we will cover tomorrow's game across the X page. There'll be updates throughout tomorrow's game. So if you don't have Spurs play, don't worry. Follow Scarfy Spurs Talk on X, keep you up to date throughout the game. It's a page without politics, without agenda, without bias, just reporting the facts, the goals as they come in, the chances as they come in. But from Spurs, it's very, very good. But Emerson Royal is set to sign a 4-year contract with an option of a further 12 months with AC Milan. Reporting this is Adam Yevan-Hattel, who's a journalist and broadcaster for the Athletic UK. It's a bit of a risk from AC Milan in a way, but there we go. But for Richard Romero, says Dominic Solanke is set for his first part of medical will be later today. So this deal is all of a sudden coming on very quickly. Medical today. So that's fantastic. I think that kind of wraps us up nicely for today's live. But what I was going to say is tomorrow, 8 p.m, we'll be back with a match reaction show live to that Bayern game we'll be dissecting. And I'm joined by two guests, Emporo SNN regular on the show, and Rakitic, as we further dissect that Bayern game and look ahead to Leicester. But for now, a massive comment, you Spurs. Thank you very much. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. It's free to do so and it helps the channel grow. And follow the X page. But as I said, for now, a massive comment, you Spurs.
working as a manager at Celtic Park. When we met you, we picked you out, you shook us up and turned us around. You've turned us into something new. Ange, Postecoglou, you know that we believe it when you say you're gonna change it. Ange, Postecoglou, we're the mighty Tottenham and nobody's gonna stop them. Oh, we look so fine in blue and lily white. And then he said to me, I'm from a land down under. Postecoglou, baby. Postecoglou, oh. Postecoglou, baby. Postecoglou, oh. Postecoglou, baby. Postecoglou, oh. Postecoglou, baby. Postecoglou.